I'm back. I just got back from ALA, and I normally do like a big ALA haul, but I got like 129 books. I don't know if anyone would be interested in seeing that. If you are, comment below, and I will try to film them in the next couple of weeks because I just got all my books home from ALA. But I'm gonna do like a TBR of my top reads that I got from that convention that I'm super excited to read. Um, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna do like another vlog closer to September for other books that I'm super excited to read that I haven't read yet. But this is like my unofficial summer TBR. But they're all arcs that I got from the convention. So let's get into it. Disney's books actually are coming out in 2023. I don't know why, but a lot of them are coming out like very, very far out. But I am going to include them just because they honestly sound the most interesting, and I'm probably going to read them before 2023. One hopes. But the first book I got was This Wicked Fate by Kailyn Barron. This was a signed hardback as she was there signing. I also did get a copy of her middle grade book that I'm really excited for. But this is the sequel to This Poison Heart, and it was like this loosely inspired Secret Garden retelling. I'm really excited for this one. Most of these are on my like July TBR, so I hope to get to it soon. But that is why this one's also on this list, because I'm super excited. And I really did enjoy This Poison Heart, and hopefully I like this one as well. And the next one is another 2023 book, and it's called Live Your Best Life by Jessie Weaver. And it's about a girl named Summer Cartwright, and she goes missing. And when her lifeless body is found, all of her friends need to sort of figure out what happened to her. And this is published by the Melissa De La Cruz studio. I think she started like an imprint through Disney. But this is a murder mystery, and it comes out, and it's supposed to come out in 2023 in January, but I have an early arc, so I'll probably read it a little bit sooner. And I love mystery thrillers. I love to read them in the summer, and I love books that have multiple point of views, so I'm really excited for this one. Another book that I'm super excited about is Windswept by Margie Price. This comes out in September 2022. And it's about a girl and her friends who must save the children of the world. This was from Amulet. I met her, and I love middle grade books. They tend to be super quick reads, and this book does have like elements of climate change and saving the world and saving the environment of the world, so I'm super excited for this one. It does come out in September. Another book that's on my summer TBR is Three Drops of Blood by Gretchen McNeil. This doesn't come out until March 2023, so quite a bit, but this one has to do with a drama environment. I think she's working, I think, at like a management agency. She's stuck filing and watching people's life in the office across to live their equally wearing life. But things when a woman and her assistant take a turn for the worse when she witnesses a double murder. Yeah, that one sounds exciting. I think she's working at like an entertainment industry, and she winds up witnessing a murder. I really liked her previous book, Dig Two Graves. That one was really, really good. So hopefully I will like this one equally as much. This one is one that's not an arc. I don't know, but it's an ALA complimentary copy. Actually, my friend got me this book. But it's by Kara Swanson. It's The Hares of Neverland. The Truth About Neverland is far more dangerous than a fairy tale. And it's about a girl. Her twin brother was stolen away as a child. Peter Pan. Yeah, it just sounds great. It reminds me a little bit of the Aiden Thomas book that I read, which had another band twist, but this is more a fantastical story. I'm really excited for this and hope to get to read it soon because it did sound really interesting, and I've never heard of it. And this is from Enclave. So, but yeah, they were there. I'm really excited, and hopefully I like it. And then the last book in this little section is The Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. Macmillan was having a really big production issue at ALA. Like, you couldn't get a lot of arcs from them, so I only got like one or two. I got a couple from the other side of Macmillan, like Luminaires and other stuff, but this one was the only one that I got from the YA side, I think, at least from that side. And I really have liked all his previous book. I'm super excited for this one and hope that I get around to reading it soon. It does come out in September, and I know that it has to do with like a competition type element, but I don't know that much else about it. But I'm super excited for this one and really excited to read it, and I believe it comes out in September. If not September, then October. Now let's get to the other books. Definitely on a mission to get every Rick Riordan present book that I possibly could, and I've already read one, Winston Chu and the Whimsies. That's why it's not in this video. But another one I'm super excited for is Sarah Boaton's Guide to Vampire Hunter by Roseanne A. Brown. And this is a book that has to do with a vampire hunter, and it focuses on Gaian folklore. It comes out in September, so I'm hopefully to get to this book sooner rather than later. It is a middle grade vampire hunting. Screams October for me. So it sounds perfect that it's coming out in September because I'll probably read it in like October. But I also really want to read more by Roseanne A. Brown. She has a whole YA series that I haven't read yet. But this one is one that I'm super excited for. Another book that I was really excited that I was able to get my hands on was The Illuminaires by Susan Dennard. It has been so long since I've read a new book by Susan Dennard. I still really need to go back and finish the Truth Witch series, but honestly, I have no idea what this book's about. I just know that I have loved Susan Dennard's previous books. This cover was in, and I knew that it was hard to get this book because, again, Macmillan Tor was having some publication issues because they're a part of Macmillan. But I'm really excited for this one. It comes out in November, and hopefully I'll get around to reading it soon. But I honestly have no idea what this book's about. Like, no idea. Could not even tell you a summary because I just saw Susan Dennard and I picked it up. And I also got a copy of Defend the Dawn by Bridget Kimmerer. This comes out in September. This is the sequel to her other book, which I don't remember the name. Defy the Night, I think. Yeah, this also follows Condrick and Tessa. So hopefully I'll be able to read this one soon. It is a sequel, and I've been trying to get better at reading sequels. So I'm super excited for this. Another book that I'm really excited for is Foul Lady Fortune. And this is set, I think this is another like retelling. I don't know what it's a retelling of though. It's a retelling of something, and there's like it's another Shakespeare retelling, but I can't remember. It doesn't tell me what it is. Roseland. It doesn't tell me what the story is though. Oh, I think it's As You Like It. It's a retelling of As You Like It. So I'm really excited for this one, as I don't know that much about it. But before I start this, I do want to finish these Violet Ends, which now I have 2 copies of because she was signing that as well. But I'm super excited for this one and hope that I get around to reading it soon. But it does come out in September. This is a hard book to get my hands on as well. And then another 2023 book is A Ruinous Fate by Kaylee Smith. This one book I might actually take with me to Disney when I go, or Universal when I go, because I won't be on a beach because all my arcs got ruined on the beach. I'll be very honest with you. So this one might come, but it has to do with fate does not choose the weak, fate chooses the ready. It's a witch novel. Will sweep Braves away into other immersive world building, swimmer emergence, and action-packed storytelling. And this does not come out until 2023 again, but this cover sold me. And I love books about witches. I might read it in the fall, if not sooner. And then another witchy book is Wild is the Witch by Rachel Griffin. She wrote The Nature of Witches last year, which I really, really loved. And this is Enemies to Lovers Contemporary Fantasy Standalone. Learn she's a witch, and it's just another book. I think she becomes very, very isolated, and because her magic is used to kill someone, and then she has to sort of break herself out of that. But this one does come out in August. I'm supposed to go to an event with her as well, hopefully to have it read before then. But yeah, I might do like a witchy reading vlog because I have quite a few witchy books that I'm really excited for, but we will see. I'll put that in my list to make because I want to do a contemporary reading vlog first. But really excited for this one. I really liked her first book, and hopefully I like her second one as well. And thanks to my friend Jen for picking me up a copy of this one. From Laura A. Waymount, so I wanted to include it. It's a Consuming a Fire. She tends to write standalones, and I really have liked her 2 other previous books that I read. I have to read her other one, but she has graciously sent me a copy. It doesn't come out until November, but the back says, uprooted meets the Gracier in a dark fantasy of love and vengeance following a girl who vows to kill a god after her sister is unjustly killed by his hand. And it seems like it's a pretty short read, and I've really been looking for some more standalones because I tend to get caught up in series and then I finish. But this cover is also super pretty, so thank you, Laura, for sending it to me. She always jokes that she will always remember my name because we have the same exact name. So this one didn't technically come from ALA, but I am including it in this video because I'm really excited to read it. Another book I'm super excited to read is The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrews. And this is about it's like a deaf protagonist. And she goes to this prestigious university where they teach them to kind of slip through worlds. Yeah, that sounds great. I don't really know. There's probably a mystery involved. It comes out in November. But I love books about, like, different main characters and, like, disability rep. So She can use it to kind of slip through worlds. And he woke. Delaney has stumbled back into his orbit. But then there's a main character who's supposed to die when he was younger. Sounds really, really interesting. Again, I'm doing a really, really bad explaining them, but hopefully I will get to read this soon. If not now, then definitely in the fall, because I feel like this will be a great fall read, if not a summer read. And then the book that I was super excited for, my friends went to the convention before I did, because I had a bit of an adventure getting there on Friday. So a lot of these books, like, I just, like, literally looked at my friend's stack and just kind of got the books I wanted. Lightlark by Alex Easter, it's Welcome to the Sentinel. Every 100 years, the Islands of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is unusually wicked. To break them and to save themselves, their realms, one ruler must die. To save, must lie, cheat, steal, betray. Love complicates everything. So I'm really excited for this one. It comes out in August, and I'm really excited for it. Sounds like it will have like a Hunger Game element to it. It's been a bit since I've read a book kind of like the Hunger Games. So I'm super excited for this one, and this one was really, really hyped up at the convention, so I wanted to get a copy. Another Rick Riordan present book that I'm super excited for is Lords of Night by J.C. Cervantes. I really liked her first book. It's a spilling new spin-off from the Stormrunner trilogy about the Shadow Witch reign and her quest to prevent the 9 Aztec Lords of Night from awakening. So I actually do have to finish this series. I might try to get the audiobook and finish it soon so I can move on. But this follows Ren, who you met in that series, and this is her duology, or this is her series, and I'm really excited for it. It comes out in October, so I have a little bit of time, but I definitely do want to finish that series before I move on. I did not know Shara Enshar was coming out with another book, but I'm really excited, and this is another, like, murder mystery, creepy, eerie read. It's coming out, I think, in November, and yeah, I think it just is another one where she's sort of like a witchy read, and I'm really excited. I really liked her other books. Some of them I haven't liked as much, but I really did like The Wicked Deep. I thought that was really, really good, so hopefully I will like this one as well. And I have her adult debut that I still haven't read yet, so hope maybe I'll do like a reading vlog for you guys where I read her YA and adult. We will see, but this one I'm really excited for. And another one that I'm super excited for is Coven by Jennifer Dugan. This is actually a graphic novel, and it's not fully colored, but it is a full graphic novel. And yeah, it's about witches. It comes out in September. This would be a great fall read, or maybe like one of those witchy reading vlogs if I do. But it is a graphic novel, and it will probably be a quick read. But she is diverging into comics, and she's writing with a pen name, which was with Kate Sutton, who I don't know what Kate Sutton wrote. I feel like I've read her before. Oh yeah, she wrote Brightly Woven. She did Wonder Woman Warbreaker, and yeah, and I actually read both of those that I really liked, so hopefully I like this one as well. But it has witches. I really love Jennifer Dugan. She's great. And now let's move on to the next stack. Most of these I think are mostly like sort of random. A lot of them are contemporaries, but I did pick up a couple of copies of The Happily Ever After Island by Crystal Ciceri. One of them is for a friend, and one I might do a giveaway for in the fall. We'll see, but I do have a couple of copies. I grabbed a couple, and I thought I was grabbing it for a friend, so I might actually have an extra copy for you all. We'll see. But this is sort of loosely inspired by like Disney, and like I think Welcome to Happily Ever After Island, with the most pixie dusted vacation a Disney fan ever imagined. And I think she kind of goes there with her friend, but then they start drifting apart, and she sort of starts to realize this island is not what she thinks it is. But it is very, very loosely like Disney inspired, and I'm really excited. I went to Disney recently, so I'm excited to see how similar it is. I'm also going to Universal in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll take this book with me. We'll see. But it sounds like it would be a really, really fun read. And I also picked up the newest Kelly Yang book, Private Label. And this is a New York author comes the story of two teens searching for a place in the world and finding meaning in the midst of chaos. Something when life comes crashing down, the only anchor is love. And yeah, I don't know what this is about, but I really love Kelly Yang's writing, so I'm really excited. But it is a romantic with like probably a lot of self-discovery. I thought it had to do with like the music industry, but I don't think it does. But she's living in South Carolina. She doesn't fit in school. Yeah, so I think that they both have very different like career paths, and their paths wind up crossing. So I'm excited for a while. Again, it's another contemporary, so that's exciting. And then they did start coming out with a Prince of Song and Sea by Lindsay Miller. And this is one of the first Prince novels. It's Do Follow the Clues, Do Kill the Witch, Don't Kiss the Girl. And this is a book focusing on Prince Eric. And I think it's like a prequel, but I really liked when I read the Little Mermaid retelling. I don't remember the name of it, but there was a lot of chapters from Eric's point of view that I was really interested in. So hopefully I like this. I think there's probably going to be a series. It's going to be a Prince novel, and there's going to be like a bunch of different ones, but this is the first one that I saw, and I'm really excited. Again, it would probably be really good to read in the summer because it is a sea-themed novel. I probably should have took a tour with me, but that's okay. So this one is another one that I'm really excited for, and it comes out in October. And then my friend Tiffany is a really big history buff, so whenever she gets history books, I tend to pick them up and just hopefully get to read them. But this is Ithaca by Claire North, and this is the story of Penelope of Ithaca, the famed wife of Odysseus, as it has never been told before. Beyond Ithaca's shores, the whims of gods dictate the wars of men, but on the island, it is the choice of abandoned women and goddesses that will change the course of the world. And this one does come out in September. I've never read anything by Claire North, but I'm really excited for this one, and hopefully I'll get to read it soon. I'm in the middle of reading a historical fiction book that I'm really liking, and I really do like mythology stuff, so hopefully this one gets around to be read. And the last book I'm going to talk about in this video, again, if you want to see my full haul, let me know in the comments. It would take me a while to do it, but I can do it. Is The Last of the Talons by Sophie Kim, and this is a thrilling, unique fantasy based on Korean legend, perfect for fans of Iron Widow and these violent delights. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. This was one of the Entangled books that I really, really wanted. The real cover is pretty. This comes out in September, so I'm really excited for this, and hopefully I'll get around to reading it soon. Let me know in the comments what are some books you're super excited to see me read, and I'll talk to you guys for my next video. Bye, friends.